change these to the green. And voila, all of a sudden you have a little contrast. You can see everything that's going on. The wow, that's easy. Could even be that red if you wanted. But yeah, I think. And then this one is great. I really, really, really like this one a lot. I actually think that this could just be white too. I mean, why not? I love it. So it's like a dark color on a dark color, and then the high contrast is what you're seeing here. Oh my God, I was so excited to see these this morning. They're great. I'm happy that you decided to find some of those uploads and load them on here. Now, we are a startup, so we're just getting organized with all of our uploads and what makes sense. But as a designer, I really want you to be mindful over these next. Not mindful. You're gonna be able to, once we work together more and more, you're gonna get better and better at seeing what needs to change. So I think like these backgrounds being all the same is awesome. The lighting not being all the same is not that awesome. This is very warm. This is actually neutral, and this is also neutral. This is maybe just like a little bit cool. And then this is like a totally different color. But the cool thing about this image, and the other thing is like we're giving you these 3 images without a lot of natural branding occurring in the photo, whereas this one, boom, you got branding right there. We have our sauce. We love this photo, and don't worry, we're going to try to get you more photos that have the sauce in the photos with the food, because everybody wants to see food. So, but one cool thing that you can do with a lot of the photos that we currently have in our bank is you can make it look a little bit more animated by just removing the background. And then if you go to the uploads, you can grab, so you can see the other businesses, like all the, so funny. You can grab a bottle just like this, and you can say, boom, this bottle doesn't have a background. The plate doesn't have a background. And so you can actually just put it together like this, and voila. You got something that's a little bit more cohesive, And both of these things, I think actually, right here. Nice. So you can kind of see. The other thing is, and you probably did learn this in design class, I would imagine, but odd numbers are going to be much better for design. So to be totally honest with you, I would maybe even just omit one of these photos. And maybe you even do that to this one. Since it's not an aerial view, it's coming out from the front. And then for these other 2, you can do the background remover. And the other thing is like, you're playing around. You don't know what sauces go with all of these. But what I can tell you right now, the fun thing is actually they all go with green gold, which is kind of fun. So potentially doing like an overlap like this, I'd be like, look at all these cool things that you can eat with this. But do you see what I'm seeing now? Now this background is not high contrast against these other dishes. And again, this isn't your fault. This is the fault of us. Just like these are the startup images that we're using, right? This is what we're starting out with. But I think it's important just to kind of talk through the design elements of this. But let's try out some different colors. Also, like this plate isn't technically the blue of our brand either, so I don't even know. I feel like that might not even be the best. So it's tricky, but I love that we're starting somewhere, right? And then maybe it's, you say something like this. Green drip meal ideas, just like that. I often find that it's like really fun to also couple some of these up, or sorry, cluster them, so they can kind of have a fun like overlapping vibe. And again, there's only two, so we're gonna go back to the brand, we're gonna go down to the icons here, and we're just gonna add one more, and we're gonna try to add one that has a different color. So like a green might be nice, right? Gonna put it up here. We're gonna grab these and we're just gonna move them down a little bit. But yeah, I hope that this is helping, and I think when we work together more, it'll become more obvious like what makes a lot of sense and what doesn't. So I love this little guy. Yeah, something like this. And if you also, a good thing to do is sort of step back once you like are working with a design, and kind of like close your eyes for a second and then open your eye up again and just see like, where does your eye fall? And honestly, like, I feel like my eye really falls on this, which is fine, but we kind of want it to fall more like maybe on this food porn. And like I said, this is also a difficult one, just because we didn't give you many options for photos, but we're getting more, and I love that we're just trying some things out, so. And let's say we want to like talk about these sort of ideas for the green drip ideas. So another fun thing that you can do that you probably saw in the cell sheet is you can add another color bar. So down here, like this. So I'm just going to copy and paste both of this. I'm going to bring it up to here. I'm going to copy and paste it. Even going to make this like a little bit bigger, right? I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to make it green. And this is just me working live. So I'm sorry if it's a little boring, but and then maybe you want to do like add some other stuff in here, or you say like, hey Benja, like I have this image, and because he's our copywriter, you're like, well, I don't know exactly what these bowls are, but like, can you write some copy for them, right? But I do, so I'm gonna write it. Pulled pork green drip pulled pork meal ideas. So the first one is rice bowl. Second one is tostada. The third one is sandwich. Sandwich and slaw. Nice. yeah, and now that we have a kind of like this like double we can kind of bring some of these stickers in a little closer.